Hey, it's Marybeth Rosato, and I just want to visit with you today about something I like to call the art of working at home. If you're a mompreneur or an entrepreneur and you're working at home, you know that it's a double-edged sword. There's two sides to it. One side is, yeah, you get to work at home and you have flexibility in your schedule, and you get to go to the grocery store when nobody else is there. You don't have to wait in line at the bank. But the other side of that is maybe constant interruption, not having any boundaries in place. So I just wanted just a couple tips on that. One is we teach people how to treat us. And if you treat your business like a hobby, that's what it's going to be. It's never going to blossom or grow into any serious big business for you. So you teach people how to treat you first. And that means you establish what your office hours are going to be, what your boundaries are, where's your workspace. Maybe you're just starting out. I remember when I was first starting out, I didn't have a place. I didn't have an office. And believe it or not, during the day, the kitchen table, part of the kitchen table, that was my office. And one of the cabinets, I remember I moved some pie plates out of the way, and that's where my file folders were. So I started wherever I had to, but that was my space. I also had a phone there, and so that made it really, really easy. But set your place, set your workplace, set your office hours. That's super important. And when it's your time to not be on the phone, don't answer the phone, don't look at your phone. These are all obvious things, but the things that are easy to do are easy not to do because they seem so simple, but they really do add up over time. People don't come and visit me in the middle of the day. When I'm working, my home is my workspace. And then what are your habits as far as, what are the things in your life? I always try to think, what are the things in my life that continue to reoccur? They're maintenance things, but they're very necessary over and over and over again. The two that come to mind right away are cooking and cleaning. So cleaning, if you can't afford to hire somebody, then what I've done for many, many years is I just clean 30 minutes every morning or 20 minutes every morning, and I rotate rooms, and that way my house is always in order. Yeah, some rooms are dustier than others, but I've got to have order because this is where I work all day. So figure out a schedule, get up before everybody else. Just because you have more time, just because you can massage your time, I should say, doesn't mean you have more time than someone who goes to a corporate job, because you have a little bit more distraction. But if you want to clean house, and you've got to be organized first, and it makes you feel better, that's how I have to roll. Clean 15 or 20 minutes every day and just rotate rooms. It's too overwhelming when you think about it all at once. That's something that's going to reoccur your whole life. Get your kids involved. If you have children, they need to be responsible for part of the house. With my kids, I used to let them they had to clean their rooms between Friday and Sunday. I didn't care when they did it, as long as it was done by Sunday, 6 o'clock. One of them would get up Friday morning, you'd hear the vacuum cleaner. She didn't want anything to do with it on the weekend, so she would get it done before school Friday. The other, it would be 5:30 at night on a Sunday. You could guess which one was the girl and which one was the boy. Meals. Food is life. It's really important that you're not putting junk and chemicals in your body. And so when you're rushing to reach your goal, whatever that milestone is in your business, you don't want to sacrifice your health, because you're going to pay for it somewhere. There's no shortcut to anything in life. So figure out food. You can make food in bulk on a Sunday afternoon. Great soups, different things you can do for your family, and then freeze them. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not creative. I'm a morning person. So that's something I can take out of the way for myself that's going to occur over and over again. Do I run to fast food every once in a while, or a Chick-fil-A and get a chicken wrap or whatever it is? Of course, those things are going to happen, but when you plan ahead, it makes it so much easier on you. And then enlist the help of others. If there's something that someone does every day of their life and they're an expert, pretend you're already wildly successful. Hire people, even if it's just a mother's little helper for $1 an hour, who comes in and takes care of your children in the next room and reads them a story. That's fine. Any way that you can get time.